Shall I take two shots? One shot
One
actually.
shot, one shot.
It's coming. पास का भी सबका ले लिया।
हाँ ले लिया
पूरा
वो भी लिया था वो लिया था।
A warm welcome to our honorable chief guests, dignitaries, and all our visitors present here today. Thank you for accepting our invitation and gracing the occasion. I would like to now invite Dr. Nayantara and Mr. Abhiram. Okay, I'm sorry. I would like to invite Dr. Nayantara and Dr. Akash to come forward and give the welcome note. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We, Dr. Nayantara and Dr. Akash, on behalf of our ER team, would like to welcome you to this momentous event.
I'm sure every one of you and the audience have found yourselves in a situation where you, a loved one, friend, neighbor, or even a stranger require urgent medical support.
Even as medical professionals, we often blank out when faced with medical emergency out of hospital. So imagine the panic that the layman feels when faced with a similar situation.
Right now, we find the right number to dial to attempt to relay the gravity of the situation over the phone to be better paid for the ambulance to reach you while you stand at readiness.
Emergency medical services and pre-hospital care has been long neglected in the developing world. While there is the presence of ambulances across the nation, basic amenities like trained resources and emergency first aid are still a major miss.
EMS is an essential part of the overall healthcare system as you can save numerous lives considering that is the one point of contact of healthcare for all patients in time of crisis.
So on this special occasion, we would like to announce that Sutter Road Hospital has partnered with Sandhurst Ambulances to attempt to fetch the gap in pre-hospital care.
So Sandhurst Ambulance is the lead EMS provider in booking of the call response time of 100 seconds and an ambulance dispatch time 100 minutes with an aim to drive COVID and breathing. 08049624962 and ambulance emergency response number is now active.
We at Sutter Road Hospital look forward to this collaboration and are confident that together we will be the leading provider of pre-hospital and emergency medical services in all Trivandrum. And over to Mr. Abhiram Reddy, who is the National Key Account Manager of Sandhurst, to say a few
कट
words.
करना
Warm welcome to all the dignitaries present here from the Satra family and also to all the chief guests present here. I would like to extend special thanks to Mr. Sunil Agarwal sir for taking your time in your busy schedule and being present here for this inauguration. We at Satra right now are launching the new emergency services, and as Dr. Nayantara has mentioned, we establish the need in patient-centric approach and using data, using technology to the best of our abilities to reach to the patient as the fastest and provide the services of the best quality that we can assure to you. It has been a pleasure in onboarding the platform to Satra World Hospital and looking forward to this journey as a long journey ahead and giving the best experiences to the patients using it. Thank you.
Thank you. I would now like to invite our honorable chief guest, Mr. Sunil Agarwal, who is IPS, ADGP Karnataka Fire and Emergency Services, to join us, please. Mr. Pampapati MG, ACP Martari Division, to join us, please. Mr. Ravi Kumar Chauhan, District Fire Officer, join us here, please. Mr. Ramesh, Inspector of Markali Police Station, to join us here, please. Dr. Surendra, our Health Officer, Mahanekula Zone, to join us here, please. Our MD, Sakra World Hospital, Yuichi Nagano San, to join us here, please. Our Deputy Managing Director, Sakra World Hospital, Mansuri San, to join us here, please. Dr. Varun Silva, Head of Emergency Services, to join us here, please. Mr. Pradeep Singh, CEO, Founder of Stand Plus, to join us here, please. I would now request Mr. Amit Kapoor, Head of Operations, to speak a few words and introduce our chief guest.
Namaskar. It is a great honor for me to introduce and welcome our chief guest, Mr. Sunil Agarwal, IPS, Additional Director General of Police, Karnataka State Fire and Emergency Services, for the launch of Sakra Emergency Services. Mr. Agarwal entered Indian Police Services through UPSC Civil Services in 1990. A highly accomplished and decorated IPS officer and a former police commissioner with long strategy experience in law enforcement, particularly metropolitan policing, investigation, traffic management, and disaster response roles. He also worked as police advisor for United Nations mission in Bosnia and Herzegovina, internationally trained in US and UK on 4 occasions, a strategic thinker and a tech-savvy visionary leader who has always led from the front. He is known for developing several prospective plans and spearheading transformational projects, especially on ease of doing business in fire and emergency services through design of citizen-friendly online portal for efficient service delivery. An excellent team player at the decision-making level and known as people's person, nurturing a partnership approach to police management. It will not be out of place to mention that Mr. Agarwal was awarded President's Police Medal for Distinguished Service in 2016 and for Meritorious Service in 2008. He was also awarded with UN Medal in 2001. Sir, in spite of your busy schedule, you accepted our invitation. I thank you for your personal note and as well on the behalf of Sakra management. Now I request Mr. Agarwal to come forward and give his message to us on this occasion. Thank you.
Brightness is step.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The other day, Mr. Amit came to my office and requested me to be a part in today's this very important function. And knowing the cause, I readily agreed for the same, for the simple reason, as all of us know, the type of services you guys are rendering to the society in these difficult times, and the event being very, very appropriate for life saving and being a part of the team from the government side to take care of any type of disasters, fire emergencies. So I thought that I may be an appropriate person for this event. The Managing Director of Sakra Hospital, the Deputy General Manager, other dignitaries on the dais, the ACP of this area, Mr. Pampapati. Sorry for not mentioning the names, I don't have the name list here. but all the dignitaries who are on the dais, my district fire officer Chauhan, who is taking care of this area, and all the esteemed doctors, the nurses, the paramedic staff, all the officers in uniform, and other distinguished guests. It's indeed a matter of great pleasure that emergency service handling through ambulance service is being launched by Sakra World Hospital. It is one of the very well-known hospitals in our city, providing excellent medical services. I, along with my colleague in IAS, Mrs. Uma Mahadevan, we had an opportunity to oversee the working of this hospital during the COVID times, and except a few things which were not initially addressed, was immediately taken care of after we made a visit here, I think about 6 months back. Since then, there has been no complaint against the hospital, and the hospital has been exceedingly doing well, and I want to congratulate each one of you for taking care of the COVID patients in the best of the way, in the best of the time, in the best manner. My colleague in the police department, Mr. Pampapati, told that he himself was very critical. I was not aware. He just now told me that he was very critical and he was admitted in the same hospital, and he said that he had a lot of problems. But still, with God's grace, Almighty's grace is always required, and in the form of Almighty, you guys are here, who have taken care of not only him but so many other people, so that valuable lives have been saved. Talking of an ambulance and the emergency service, which we are just now going to launch, I think most of you may be aware that as early as the New Testament talks about very interesting story, I would like, which may not be out of place to mention, that how this thing was thought about, an ambulance type of a thing, because an emergency care which has to be taken, government agencies by way of giving evidence, come to the court, this, that, the thing of the Good Samaritan Act was thought. And there is an act in place now which allows the Good Samaritan that you please help anybody who is needing emergency care, medical care, you please help, nobody will bother you. So coming back to that testament, what I was mentioning, there the parable of the Good Samaritan mentions about a small story. What it says, that much early times of the testament, a guy was beaten up very badly and he was injured. So a passerby was passing. He saw him bleeding and having been beaten up very badly. So what he did, the testament states that he tried to bandage him. He's not a doctor, he's not a physician or anybody from the medical side, but he tried to bandage him, and it mentions he poured water and wine. If you read the testament, it says that he poured water and wine, because wine would have worked as some Dettol or maybe some antiseptic thing. So he poured water and wine on the wounds, bandaged him, and put him on his donkey. Went to a nearest inn and tried to take care of him. And if you read actually the history of ambulance, recorded history of ambulance is this donkey, on which he used it as a mode of transport to take this injured person, which the testament talks about of thousands and thousands of years back. So I thought that this story may be very appropriate for this occasion. So today we are launching this service. I think Stan Plus is the agency which is involved in this project. The most important time, which is true for you and me in the fire department, the minimization of the response time. We all know about the golden hour, but it should not be only in theory and in the text. It requires to be implemented. And challenges what we have been facing in the fire department is to keep on reducing our response time. And I am very happy to state publicly in this forum that the response time of the fire department, we have been able to bring it down to almost 30 seconds. In 30 seconds, a fire vehicle will definitely roll out, and many times we have got the drill done, we suddenly make a surprise inspection and say that there is a fire and the vehicle should roll out, and you start ringing the bell. Our men within no time, because they are already ready, but they have to jump into the vehicle and all those, that takes a bit of time. They will do it within 30 seconds, one will definitely roll out. In 32, 33 seconds, 33rd second or 34th second, the second vehicle will roll out. So this is the type of the emergency response we have to take care of. So probably with this launch of this service, we need to keep a close eye on that what is the response time. And staffing of these vehicles also become very, very important. The staffing of these vehicles, we may not have doctors to be available in the ambulance. But as you people are doctors, I am a layman, I am not a doctor. But many times the patient, the person, the injured or somebody who is on the roadside probably needs something immediately to be done to him there itself first. When we talk of a cardiac arrest or something, the CPR becomes very, very important. So all these type of things have to be very much required, and the emergency people who will be manning these ambulances need to be periodically trained and reviewed about their knowledge of these things, because many times even the ambulance reaches there, and if that immediate care is not taken, probably the ambulance is not actually meant to transport a dead body. The ambulance is meant to transport a living person and to see that he doesn't die and he reaches well in time. So these things have to be taken care of. You guys are very experienced, and Stan Plus is providing these services to the society, and now joining hands with Sakra. It's a good thing. I am really not aware about how many ambulances you are going to put in. Probably maybe somebody else, some other speaker may be mentioning about it. So, but whatever be the number, what is most important is the reducing of the response time. So on this momentous occasion, I wish all the very best. Incidentally, the fire department earlier used to handle EMS, but after the 108 services came, it was dealing from us. Otherwise, historically the Karnataka State Fire and Emergency Department was handling the EMS also, the emergency medical services, which now we are not handling. That has been taken over by 108. So supplementing all the efforts of all other agencies which are working in this field, I hope that this would be a real Sanjeevani for people who need urgent medical care, and I hope that the calls are responded very promptly, and ambulances under this aegis and under this platform are dispatched as early as possible with people who know their job very well and could take care of any on-site emergencies also. Thank you once again for giving me an opportunity to come over on a very happy occasion. I wish the entire team all the very best, and wish this hospital to continue to render yeoman services in the field of medical care, and beyond COVID also this hospital has been very well known for its good services and treatment and very good care. So wish you all the very best. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. At Sakra World Hospital, we follow the tradition of lamp lighting before we start any initiative. We would request the dignitaries to join us for lamp lighting, please. It's here.
All right.
Thank you. I would now request our MD, Nagano-san, to say a few words, please.
Good evening. Namaste all. First of all, thank you very much for coming to Sakura and for sharing your precious time here in Sakura today. And I'm very honored to announce launching our new emergency services here in Sakura today with collaboration with Stan Plus. And I believe this strong collaboration will enable Sakura to reach more patients, not only nearby Sakura, like IT corridors, but also entire Bangalore, I believe. I mean, this collaboration can make Sakura to improve quality of life of patients. So, I mean, the quality of life of our patients are our first priority. I mean, Sakura is here for patients, always. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would now request our DMD, Matsui-san, to say a few words, please.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for participating in this launching ceremony. This partnership with Stan Plus and the Sakura World Hospital is a partnership of the clinical professionals and the logistic professionals. As Mr. Agarwal has mentioned, response time matters a lot in order to increase the clinical outcome. So, every minute, every second matters a lot. Through this partnership, we are not satisfied yet. By this collaboration, we will enhance and then we will improve how many minutes, how many seconds, even tiny small seconds we would like to reduce so that the outcome of the clinical performance will be increased. This is the start, not the end. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would now request our ER head, Dr. Bevin De Silva, to say a few words, please.
Very good afternoon to everyone. Respected guest of honor, Mr. Sunil Agarwal sir, Mr. Bambapati, and I'd like to welcome also Mr. Ravi Kumar Chauhan of our District Fire Service Officer, Mr. Ramesh, Inspector of Martali Police Station, and Mr. Surinda RDHO, would like to welcome everybody. Also, our dear MD, Mr. Nagano-san, and DMD Matsumi-san, and all my colleagues from Red Ambulance and Stan Plus. In every medical scenario, there is a primary injury and there is a secondary injury. For whatever unfortunate reason, the primary injury may take place. It has taken place. So once it has taken place, we are concerned about what happens after. There's a cascade of a series of events that take place which can contribute to additional injuries and worsening of the outcome of that particular patient. Now I'll introduce two variables to you. One variable being, let us say, bleeding, and the other variable which is obvious, that is time. Now if the bleeding is absent, we'll only consider these two variables. If this bleeding is absent or it is skillfully and easily controlled at the early stages itself, and the patient reaches, doesn't matter when the patient reaches, should he reach at a time, the treatment, the team that is looking after the treatment can address the injury, only the injury, and the outcome is definitely, logically, definitely going to be good. You introduce these two variables of time as well as you add the ongoing bleeding. Now the treating team has to do multiple other things. One important thing that they have to do is they control the bleeding and deal with the consequences of that extensive blood loss. It takes that much more time to get to the injury. And by the time your injury is repaired and by the time your problem is solved, the patient has stayed for a longer time, thus just increasing the cost of care, increasing the length of stay in the hospital, burdening the healthcare system significantly, the pockets of their patients' families, all of these factors. So, we discussed about trauma, but this is true in every other scenario. The scenario of stroke, the scenario of poisoning, the scenario of a seizure, whatever it might be. But time is the final common denominator. It is the thing that keeps us from doing what we want to do best. What is it that we want to do as healthcare professionals is that we want the best possible outcome. Now, you might have often heard about this entity called as the golden hour. The golden hour, as I would like to convey, or as I understand it, is that it is the time in which an intervention, a meaningful intervention, will have a good result or an outcome which can be measured, which is definitely going to be. This is where the actual fight for life takes place, in the golden hour. Now, having begun this partnership with Stanless, what are we acquiring? We are acquiring basically an advanced, a centralized, technology-enabled ambulance network, and it is getting our clientele connected to us through our existing number, which you are all familiar with, that is 080-4962-4962. Now, through this network, we are better able to understand the major issues, and the major issues, one being time, the other being real-time information about any change in the scenario of the patient. Our clients can now track our ambulance, which is going to come to their house, when it is going to reach their house or any other place that the ambulance is being called. They'll be able to track it, and they'll be able to have a clear line of communication backwards so that they can update us about any change in scenario and any untoward thing that might have happened with the patient. Not only should this reduce anxiety, but it should give control to both ends. It should reduce the chaos and improve the outcome, no matter what the emergency might be. I'm proud to be a Sakra. I'm proud to say that Sakra World Hospital has always been on the forefront of managing critical cases. In this pandemic year, I think all of us have put in a massive effort, and the results have shown. The situation was very different. The intensity and the flow of patients was definitely high, but we have been able to successfully maintain our excellence in care no matter what the circumstances were, and we continue to do that today. We also at Sakra focus heavily on academics in the clinical practice. In emergency medicine, we have a Masters in Emergency Medicine program, as well as we are a training site for the Royal College of Emergency Medicine. This helps us keep in touch with the up-to-date practices from the world over. Now, we at Sakra Hospitals, we are always trying to find new ways to improve ourselves. We aim to learn from our experience. We take the feedback given to us by our patrons. And besides this, we also take our time to watch and observe our clients and take feedback even if they are not giving it. We would like to encourage the prevention of emergencies. You may notice that all our dignitaries here are involved in the management of emergencies in some way or the other, be it fire, be it disaster, be it accidents and injury in any form. I would like to close now by assuring you all that at Sakra, we are always listening, we are always thinking, we are working, we are innovating, and we are constantly improving. I'm sure we will bring forward more such advanced services to the benefit of our patients and their families and society at large. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Bevan. I would request you on the stage again, please, Dr. Bevan. Now, there is something interesting and feel good to the heart which Dr. Bevan will talk about.
Okay. Well, this is a feel-good story. And since we're on the time about how each of these services, different services which are around us have contributed to the well-being of another human being. And I'm proud to say that on the 8th of this month, we had a small child which was abandoned, found in a very, very miserable situation. And if it wasn't for our friends in uniform, and I will now name them all, and we would like, if it wasn't for them, they have brought this patient, this boy, this child had been brought to our hospital that early morning. And we were able to ensure that the child got all the necessary the newborn care that was due for that child. We were able to do that. And I'm proud to say that the child survived. And the child, it survived and it is doing well. And it has been shifted to Vani Vilas Hospital for further care, and it has been handed over to the responsible authorities. This wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for our friends from Martari Police Station. I would like to call them here by name, and we would like to share a small token of our appreciation and recognition for their services. This wouldn't have been possible without your dedication. May I follow up on Sunil Agarwal sir? I think, please. It is definitely your department, and I think it's a source of pride for you to definitely have these fine, the finest of Bangalore, of course, under your command. And it would mean a lot to us if they are felicitated by you on this day. We are very happy that they have done this, sir. Mr. Ramesh J, Inspector of Police, Martari Police Station. Mr. S.C. Dodaman, Eighth of this month was Wednesday, and the services offered by some of the lady constables was definitely above par, and they really gave a motherly approach to this particular situation. I would like to call upon Srimati Sahana, who is a head constable at Martari PS. May I call upon Srimati Kavita. Mr. Prabhu. Thank you very much, sir. This is the crew of Hoysala 264 who responded on that fateful morning. And we admire you, and we at SAPRA would like to convey that we are proud to know you, and we are proud to be associated, and we are proud to have our association with Martari Police Station, which is looking after our premises. We thank you once again, and I think it's an amazing thing that you've done. God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Devin. When it comes to emergency, the golden hour plays an important role. Would request Dr. Shrikant Shetty, HOD and Senior Consultant, Interventional Cardiology, to say a few words, please.
Respected dignitaries and my friends, it's a great pleasure to see so many of our frontline workers being felicitated today for the great effort that they put every day. And during the last 1 year, we have seen how, in addition to healthcare workers themselves, various government departments put themselves right at the forefront of serving the people and helping them in times of great crisis. I'm also proud to note that we as Sakra, as a team, we did a great effort in treating COVID patients, and specifically with respect to my department, cardiology, and since today we are talking about emergencies, I'm proud to note that each and every member of our team never hesitated to even continue with the same kind of emergency care for cardiac patients even when they were COVID positive. There was so much fear and confusion regarding how you manage non-COVID emergencies in the time of a COVID pandemic. Globally, there was a shift in the way these patients were managed. At all times, in the last 20 years or so, every patient who came with a heart attack was managed with what we call an emergency angioplasty. Now, in times of COVID, even in Western countries, there was a hesitation to take up patients who were COVID infected and who had heart attacks to the cath lab for this emergency angioplasty. But I am proud to note that with the support of every member of the team, right from the emergency department to the cath lab technicians, nurses, and the doctors, we continue to treat heart attacks the way we always did before the COVID times. Even when we knew that the patient was actively COVID infected, we treated the heart attack the way a non-COVID heart attack would be treated. That means we took them from the emergency room directly to the cath lab for angioplasty. Of course, we took adequate precautions to protect ourselves and to protect our staff, which instilled great confidence in every member of the team that there are enough safeguards in place and they need not fear when they are treating the COVID positive heart attack patients. So this shows a commitment Sakra and every member of its team has towards managing emergencies, whether there is COVID or no COVID. And so I want to congratulate every member of my team, every member of my cardiac ICU and cath lab for the confidence that they showed in the process and protocols that we had put in place so that they would feel confident to take care of patients under those circumstances. And I am sure the blessings of those patients will always be there with my staff. And coming to cardiac emergencies, as for all emergencies, the right treatment at the right time, in the right place, in the right way is very important. I am hoping that with the institution of a very efficient emergency response system, we will be able to take emergency cardiac care out of the hospital, into the streets or into patient homes. Already we have a well-established network in place, what we call a hub and spoke model, wherein when patients come to other hospitals which do not have cath lab, the ECG is immediately telecast back to us, through which we diagnose a heart attack. An efficient emergency response system can start treatment of heart attack right at the place where the patient is received, at least instituting the initial basic management, resuscitating if the patient has a crisis or cardiac arrest. Therefore, the treatment of the patient seamlessly begins from the doorstep of his home, in the ambulance, into the emergency room, and then into the cath lab. This helps us achieve good outcomes and save lives. And like we always say, in a heart attack, as in every emergency, every minute counts. With every minute saved, heart muscle is saved, and this helps us to prevent loss of life. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. I would now like to invite Mr. Pradeep Singh, CEO and founder of Stand Plus, to say a few words, please.
Good evening, everyone. Sir, I was going to stand up here and boast about reducing the response time to under 2 minutes. And you gave me a new target now to the team of 30 seconds that the fire departments maintain. So we are extremely proud and extremely honored to have been given this chance to collaborate with such an amazing brand. And the entire onboarding has been nothing short of amazing. And my entire team that's standing here, right? So we have in blue our pilot, in white our paramedic. You had mentioned that an ambulance is just a vehicle without the staff. So that's the team that is going to go. In red are our hospital managers who are going to be coordinating with patients on a daily basis. We have a centralized call center that is answering every call in under 10 seconds now. So while we may not be at the fire department level, but we are hoping that this partnership becomes efficient with each passing day, and we will one day come to you and we will showcase our 30-second response rate. So without taking too much time, I wanted to thank everyone at Sakra World Hospitals for giving us an opportunity to extend to the patients a chance to be saved. And the reason we started this company is because only 14% of Indians get an ambulance when they need one. Only 14% of Indians get an ambulance when they need one, and the average time of an ambulance arrival is 45 minutes. Consider this, all of us take Uber. More than 10-11 minutes on an Uber, we cancel and we book a new one. Imagine with your family member or your friend or a neighbor lying down in need, waiting for 40-45 minutes for help to arrive. I believe that the emergency call that one has to make, unfortunately we all will be patients maybe in 50 years or 40 years. We'll all need to make an emergency call on behalf of someone, and that one emergency call that we make is perhaps the most difficult call that anyone has to make in their life. It's full of confusion, it's full of deep mistrust of the system, and if we as Sakra Emergency Services and with Stand Plus can do something about this, I think we'll end up saving a lot of lives. So my request for all of you is to recommend to your family, to your friends, 08049624962. Please save this number. We are available across Bangalore. We are now soon going to be available across Karnataka for pickups within 15 minutes, and we need all of your support to achieve that. Thank you so much for giving us a chance at Sakra World Hospitals, and it's an honor to be integrated into the system. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I would request our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Sunil Agarwal, for the inauguration of the Association of Sakra World Hospital Emergency Services with Stand Plus. I would like our MD, DMD, Mr. Pradeep Singh, Dr. Devin, and Dr. Shrikant to join us. Yes, please, ma'am. Dr. Shashikala, please join us. would request our MD to felicitate our chief guest, please.
This will be a symbolic representation of the inauguration of the ambulance services. Symbolic inauguration of the services, I would like to, yes, this is the number 4962 4962. That is now in the call center. Thank you very much, sir.
We have the flag off event happening at a different site outside, and hence we would be concluding the event here with a thank you note. I would request Dr. E.B. Reddy for the thank you note, please.
Good evening, everyone. Dear Chief Guest, Mr. Sunil Agarwal, ACP Pampapati, Inspector Ramesh, TFO Ravikumar Chauhan, our beloved MD Nagano-san, our beloved DMD Matsumi-san, HOD of Emergency Medicine Dr. Bevin, Stanless CEO Mr. Pradeep, and all the dignitaries that have made their presence today on the occasion of the inauguratory launch of our new and advanced Sakra emergency services. It has been a privilege to have this event inaugurated by DJP Sunil, who has enlightened us with his words of wisdom. We thank you, sir, for this kind gesture. We sincerely thank ACP Pampapati, Inspector Ramesh, TFO Ravikumar for taking their time off their valuable schedule and gracing this occasion as well. We also thank Stanless Ambulance Services. It is indeed a privilege to be associated with such a well-known organization socially to help us take part in our service to humanity. Dear sirs, this ambulance service is obviously connected to the duties and responsibilities of this hospital as well as the law enforcement authorities. Who else can understand the importance of this service better than you do? Your departmental cooperation with our services has been a great cordial coexistence, and with your help, our endeavor in serving the people and humanity is made much simpler. Please accept our thanks for taking your time from the never-ending responsibilities that you already have to grace this occasion with your valuable presence. Thank you. To Stand Plus, thank you for joining hands with us in the service, and we are hopeful to stand by to the commitment of our motto here at Sakra World Hospital. Thank you all for being here. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dr. Evil. I would request the dignitaries and guests to assemble at the flag hoisting area opposite to our entrance for group photograph, followed by the flag off event.
That's it.